Hello and welcome to Craftiosity, the subscription box of modern craft kits. This month we're making Artisan paper flowers with pops of long-lasting colour for your home, creating your own bouquet of tulips, anemones, craspedia and eucalyptus in a vase. Inside your kit you'll find your templates, your papers, your little vase, your stamens, your florist tape, your glue stick and your wire stems. Cut out the templates for all the flowers just outside the black lines. First we'll make 3 eucalyptus stems. Select 3 wire stems, florist tape, glue, 3 sage green paper, that's a lighter green, and the eucalyptus leaf templates. Using a pencil, trace all around the eucalyptus templates as indicated on the leaves. Trace them close together. Repeat twice more for your 3 stems in total. Check you've left enough space for all the leaves before you start cutting your paper. Then cut out just inside your pencil lines. Gently fold each leaf in half across the middle section, but don't crease the paper. With a sharp pair of scissors, cut a very small hole in the centre of each leaf, then unfold. Cut a piece of florist tape slightly longer than your wire stem. Wrap each stem one by one from top to bottom in a diagonal direction, gently stretching the florist tape as you go. Overlap the ends of the wire slightly with the tape and then trim flat with your scissors. Starting with the largest leaves, thread them onto the stems. Place the first largest leaf around 15 centimeters from the top of the stem, and then space the others out by around 2 centimeters each time. After each leaf has been threaded on, wrap a small piece of florist tape underneath it if it's sliding down the stem. Gently fold the leaves up and in on themselves to give them shape. For the final, smallest leaf, apply a small amount of glue to the inside of the leaves. Pinch them together so they sit closed right at the top of the stem, covering the end of the wire. Then repeat this for your other 2 stems. We'll now make 3 anemone stems, 2 in pale pink and 1 in a dark pink. Select 3 wire stems, florist tape, 2 of the pale pink papers, 1 of the dark pink papers and 1 dark green paper, plus your stamens. Split your stamens into 3 even piles. Using a pencil, trace the anemone templates for the leaf onto your dark green paper. Repeat this 3 times for the 3 stems. Then trace the floral anemone templates onto your pale pink paper twice for 2 stems and the dark pink paper once for 1 flower. Cut out just inside your pencil lines. Cut florist tape just longer than your stem. Tightly wrap your 3 stems one at a time in florist tape from the top to the bottom in a diagonal direction. Take a stem and fold the top 1 centimeter over to create a small hook shape. Take 1 pile of stamens, so a third of your total amount, and fold in half so all the stamens are pointing up and a U shape forms at the fold. Hook the stem into the U shape you've created with the stamens. Then wrap the florist tape tightly around this section from top to bottom, ending on the stem. Leave the top of the stamens free of tape. Take the 4 smallest petals and shape them by curling them up and out slightly with your finger. Gently fold out at the base where the tab meets the petals. Hold 2 petals opposite to each other against the wrapped stamens and attach them to the stem using the florist tape wrapped firmly around the tabs. Repeat for the last 2 petals, placing either side of the first petals in a square. Take the piece with the 4 larger petals on it and shape each one as before. Cut a small hole in the centre as shown on your template and slide up the stem. If this won't fit, you can cut and attach each petal individually as before. Wrap firmly with florist tape around the tabs and down the stem. Finally, add your 3 leaves close under the petals so that the leaves peep out higher than the petals. Ensure they're cut as per the template so that the small leaves can be feathered by bending them gently in different directions. We'll now make the 5 craspedia stems. Select 5 of the wire stems, your florist tape, the sheet of yellow paper and your glue. Using a pencil, trace the templates as indicated. Repeat 4 times for 5 stems in total. Cut out just inside your pencil lines. Wrap 5 stems one at a time in florist tape from top to bottom in a diagonal direction. Leave the top 1 centimetre of each stem free of tape. Taking 1 strip per stem, carefully make a hole in both ends of each strip of yellow paper, approximately 3 mm from the end. To do this, fold the strip near the top and the bottom and make a small snip with your scissors. Curve the strip around on itself and overlap so the holes overlap each other, then glue together the ends. Don't glue the holes closed though, use your wire to keep this free of glue if you need to. You'll end up with 3 little yellow circles, 1 for each stem. Allow these to dry. Take all the other little yellow strips and glue the ends, then curve them around until they form circles. Leave these to dry too. You may need to hold them for a minute while the glue sets. Place the circle with the hole onto the top of one of the stems. Take a small piece of florist tape and wrap inside the circle around the top of the stem. This step is a little bit fiddly, but it is worth it. Now take 3 more yellow circles and thread them onto the circle that you've attached to the stem. Position the circles at diagonals and right angles to each other to achieve a ball shape. Secure with a little glue if you need to. We'll now make 5 tulips. Select 5 wire stems, your florist tape, 2 of the sheets of orange paper, 1 of the white sparkle paper and 2 of the dark green paper and your glue. Using a pencil, trace all the tulip pattern pieces onto your paper as indicated. You have enough paper for 3 of the orange tulips and 2 of the white sparkle tulips. Wrap 5 stems one at a time in florist tape from the top to the bottom in a diagonal direction. At the top of each stem, add an additional large wrap of florist tape in the same spot until you've got a tightly wound section around 1 centimetre across in diameter. Select 3 smaller petals per stem and fold them where the tab meets the base of the tulip petals. Gently curve the petals in on themselves at the widest halfway point of the petal. Attach all 3 petals using an individual piece of florist tape over their tabs. Glue the inside top of each petal and pinch them in to meet each other. You may have to hold them for a minute while the glue dries. Repeat the shaping and attaching for the 3 larger petals, placing them at opposite angles to the 3 smaller petals so the petals fit in the gaps. Glue the inside edge of each petal and pinch to meet each other as before, but allow the smaller petals to peep out. Shape the green leaf using your fingers so that it gently curves outwards. Attach the leaf halfway down the stem, allowing it to curve up towards the petals, overlapping the flower head. Wrap florist tape around the leaf tab and down the stem. Then style all your stems inside your little vase and admire your bouquet. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial and we look forward to welcoming you back to the next project next month.